ride anywhere we need to go. We can ride all night up to the morning, as long as we make the show. We can be the best or we can be the worst, so we can be the best thing you ever heard. With the motor singing and the grandstands ringing, it's hard to put it all in words. But this is how we ride, this is how we do. Riding mud, sliding up higher in the groove. Don't give a damn about the cash we're spending. With the time we got, we choose to play it on the go, to stay out on the run. We all high, wild, and handsome. Ain't telling you what's right or wrong or what to choose. Hey, but this is how we do. This is how we do. Out on the dirt ovals we play, life in the bright lights with no shade. So letting her go, letting her rip, letting her fly, tossing her in sideways, living the life, letting her ride, eyesight winning to die. Cross her up on the cushion, crossing the line, cause some drama and some bullshit they didn't like. And if they don't like the move, then we're ready to fly. But this is how we ride, this is how we do. Riding mud, sliding up higher in the groove. Don't give a damn about the cash we're spending. With the time we got, we choose to play it on the go, to stay out on the run. We all high, wild, and handsome. Ain't telling you what's right or wrong or what to choose. Hey, but this is how we do. This is how we do. This is how we roll, this is how we do. It's not for everybody but the chosen few. And we pray, cause we know that they might not ever come back. But this is how we ride, this is how we do. Riding mud, sliding up higher in the groove. Don't give a damn about the cash we're spending. With the time we got, we choose to play it on the go, to stay out on the run. We all high, wild, and handsome. Ain't telling you what's right or wrong or what to choose. Hey, but this is how we do. This is how we do.
We're here at US like
We can ride high, we can ride
for us
low.
days.
We can ride anywhere we need to go. We can ride all night up to the morning, as long as we make the show. We can be the with that armor, ready to rip, hey, ready to rip, ready to rip, hey, ready to rip, ooh, yeah. Trying my hardest to stay with the best, flexing honest S on my chest, facing problems down the depths. I'm ready to rip, I'm correct, a fish in the water, hit my marks, hooking and set, Indian honest, wearing my Hans, and strapped in his harness, ready to rip, hey. I jump on that track. If I don't like 'em, I slide 'em like Carson, Macedo. And they
Just like they were playing it, Sean. Just like they were playing it.
Ripper likes that
Oh,
song.
he loves it. He loves it, Sean. Oh, my. Looking to speak with my torpedoes. The torpedoes trying to survive. Running in the back, fearing my life. Hey, that's that high note, Sean. Hey, or hold on. I think it changes up a little bit. I think here. Hey, hold on. Or is it 99 maybe? I don't give a damn, but the bank statements lately adding up to the junk that the crazy man's necking. Reckon her, reckon him, non-binary maybe, who knows? That's such a clean line. Reckon her, reckon him, non-binary maybe? It doesn't matter. They're all up for grabs. It's like Iran. It's Iran shit. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, Sean. What do you want to say? What's happening? Hold on. We'll turn that back up.
What's going on?
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on today? Oh no, how about the butt luge? Oh no, what's the chatters already saying here? Oh no, why ain't your little chat popping up? What happened now? We ain't used the studio setup in a minute. There we go, ready to rip. LFG, how about the booty luge? Sean survived the no AC. You did actually.
Yes, I did.
How was that experience? Why was it rough? I do it all the time. I don't get why it's hard. The free sauna. Well, yours is not clicking on. There we go. No, try it again.
Hello?
Yeah, there you go. You're back.
Hello.
Yes. Okay, so I do it all the time.
Yeah, it was all right. It was warm, but at least we had a good breeze.
Somebody said He also survived freezing temperatures. Yes, we do, or I have, and he has too. With a oven. It's the only way. The only other freezing temperatures is here in his house in the basement during the day. That's the only other time we face freezing temperatures. So
I'd like to get a thermostat down here, just see what the.
Wait. Well, actually, they're not talking about. Yeah. You survived freezing temperatures in the campgrounds this weekend.
Yeah, and
in that one girl's camper, Connie. Oh God, Connie just gave me a death stare. What's going on? What happened? You not like some videos or something? It wasn't her camper. What happened there? So it got late.
Yeah, it got late, and Scott said I can just lay down in my camper. And
well, somebody's supposed to come get us, which he eventually came and got me. But I texted him. He didn't respond immediately, and you were just done. Right. So he went to the camper and went to sleep with Scott. But I will say, this is the crazier part with Scott. That was Friday night, I think. No, Thursday. No, it was Friday night.
Friday night.
Yeah, Friday night. But Saturday night, we're going to get to the stuff that happened Saturday, because Saturday was the crazy day with the drinking and everything. There was a very prominent person from the I'm not gonna say his name, but he's everybody knows who he is, does his shows. He was there, and while we were hanging out with him late on the golf cart, it comes out that he is not a straight individual, Sean. Why are you laughing? This is true.
It's true.
And all of it, he asked Scott to go back to the camper with him. And Scott didn't say no, which is fine, kind of, or no.
I got some weird vibes, and I just wanted the fuck out of there.
What do you mean?
I didn't want to be anywhere around there.
Oh, no. Wait, this is her dad and my camper. Oh, so that must be Scott. He says that must be Scott. I think it was bad. Somebody said Diddy up. Oh no. Oh no. So, anyways, we get there. Let's go ahead and run it through. We get to the 212 bar on Saturday. This was the crazy day. Would you not agree? This is when everything kind of went awry. No. This is when everybody started drinking. Sean, you can't read comments, Sean. He didn't even hear me. This is what Connie goes through all the time.
Oh, the 212.
Yeah, I was trying to get into that. Yes, yeah.
212. That had some pretty damn good
It is
food.
good. We have video coming. We kind of used today to like recoup because we needed it. The drive home yesterday was horrible.
Ugh.
Like 80-mile-an-hour winds or something. It felt bad. Whoever had a camper leaving Husets going either direction, I don't think there was a good direction to leave.
I don't know if
It was bad.
If you're going east or west, man,
So do the 212. Everybody's bitching about the track conditions and the track and the racing. They're showing us video from 20 years ago. This is how this place used to be. Fans are, not the people operating. The people operating were just happy to be back open because new ownership group there. They're happy to get this place going, so go check it out if you ever go to like the Silver Dollar Nationals or you're there racing regionally. But we get to the track, Sean, and they say I could use the golf cart. And then we get onto the golf cart and become the biggest douchebag that the Houston Speedway's ever seen. And did you hear how loud this thing is, Sean? This thing's loud. As there's only bags besides drinking and losing your mind. Listen to this. It's loud, Sean. Oh, we're blowing out. Oh, shit. No. The video don't do it justice. No. It's way louder than that, guys. What do you think? Now here at the end, we kind of got going. Oh, we're going. Look at that face, the laugh, man. Look at that. That's got to be a T-shirt. I'm turning that into a T-shirt. That should be on the Asians Pushing Asian shirt. If Kyle Larson don't sue us over the Asian shirt that's coming here soon, I'm not sure. But that got crazy. How many?
Why would he sue us?
If we do the Asians Pushing Asian shirt and we use the Kyle Larson 57 font and look, it's borderline.
I don't think he'd do something.
Well, we'll put the shirt in your name, and then you can get sued when he does it. And then you can at least claim asylum because you are both Asian. I can't do that. But that's a whole nother scenario. So it got pretty crazy. Then we get into the grandstands. We go up top. Friday night, we go up top. That was the coolest part, actually. We'll back out. That was the coolest part, the Friday time.
Yeah, that was all right, but the winds, man, were up
the
there.
Friday winds were pretty crazy. How would you describe the enthusiasm of the pit bull? There's a person that I've named. If y'all went to the Knoxville Nationals last year, he was dressed up in the Hamburglar outfit, and he's wild, and he had a bet with a guy named Bryce, which looks kind of like a weird porn star on the side, but they had a bet called the Butt Luge. A bet called the Butt Luge. I don't know if I can show it. Can I show? So the bet was whoever they had. It was Kofoid or gravel, and whoever beat whoever, the winner got to pour a 16-ounce beer down his back in between his buttocks cheeks, off of his area, into the face of the losers while they're on the ground, and they have to drink 16 ounces of beer this way. Which one is worse, though? That one or the Shoey? I think the Shoey's worse. They're both bad, but, I mean, the guy said he dude wiped for 30 minutes before he did it to try to make it a little better. Well, they're not well, I'm just saying, no, Connie's weighing. Which one's grosser? This deal? I've never heard of it before. I know all about it now. I'll think about it when I'm dying, probably. Which one? But with the shoe, though, there's no dude wipes or nothing. He's just hot, sweaty feet. And yeah, that's way worse, right? I mean, that is, right? Yes, it is.
They both are just as equally bad.
Now, the Butt Luge is way more humiliating.
Yeah.
If there was custard involved, Connie, we got to get Connie a mic. Oh no, it was
Sure.
bad. All right, here we'll see. I can't put these type videos on my YouTube or my Facebook, but I might be able to get away doing them on. We're thinking about the OnlyFans account. We could have the OnlyFans where we have like dirt track after dark content, you know, that you can't post anywhere else. Don't worry, some of your secrets are safe, not all. I'm not gonna play it on the screen, but I will halfway play it on the phone for a distance. This is for those who are listening on YouTube, which we started put our episodes on the streaming platforms. I'm not sure why. But this is what they call the butt luge. Okay, here we Oh god, I'm gonna get DQ'd. Oh God, Sean. I should have said kids look away. All right, kids look away. He had to do the full beer though. Look at his face. Oh God, what did that just do? I just shut my whole YouTube down with that one. Look, he's down there. He's down for the count. He can't do it. Look at him. Oh, that was like the most popular video. The most popular video of the weekend outside of David Gravel's birthday videos, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you David would like to do that. I mean,
What? The butt luge?
with the eyebrows we were shown. I mean, what's up with them David Gravel eyebrows? Somebody was showing me, remember those photos, Sean?
Oh.
Or no, somebody else. You weren't around. Oh my, there's something up with the eyebrows of David. There's something going on. But it is David Gravel's birthday. Should we sing David Gravel's happy birthday?
Go ahead.
No. Not drunk enough for that. Will you come and sing it right now? No? Oh, you can you get us a can of beer out of your shirt? No, God. So the one thing, it is David Gravel's birthday. I guess we'll get into this and then happy birthday, David. Everybody's saying happy birthday. I don't know why. When you get a certain age, it's like, can't we go backwards now? You know? Somebody said, call him and sing David Gravel happy birthday. There's no way David would answer. He's probably in some kind of Diddy party right now.
Probably out on a good dinner.
Right. Yeah, it's 8:30. Y'all are trying to ruin David Gravel's birthday with some guy. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Although it does look very bright on the camera. Sorry, we're trying to fix it. Yeah, Connie's only worried about getting a shirt from David. Look how bright that is. Is there a way to dim the lights a little bit, Connie? Just a little. I don't know why, but that is extremely bright. It just ruins the tint of the room. Do the background one, the one in the bar. Not that one, sorry. The bar one, yeah. There you go. Now we look normal. That looks a lot better. Thank you. It's all blowed out before. Speaking of blowed out, the one thing that did happen, we had an intruder into the campgrounds. The one video that a lot of people have seen of the beer, what was it called? The toucan. I called her Toucan Sam. But apparently, trying to, it's all bad. Apparently, Sean, not everybody was a fan of this Toucan Sam video. This woman, I just learned who she was last weekend at Knoxville. Seemed cool. She was cool for the entertainment of the show. Really entertaining video, right, Sean? I mean, the cans.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. I've got better.
What do you mean? What? Hold on, Connie. Why are you coming after him?
I've got better cans at home.
This is the video.
I've got better cans at home.
Oh my God, no! To stay away. What's going on here? Is that you have the same shirt as her? Oh my God! Did you get in trouble?
Yeah, I got in trouble.
You got in trouble.
Yeah.
Why?
Because there was a picture out there taken, and she had her arm around me.
Oh my. What? They can't hear you, Connie.
My man. And the hoe.
You're calling her a hoe live on the show? Oh my. She's gonna want your address to come kick your ass now. Is this how it goes in small town Iowa?
Maybe.
Then you could have two girls fighting for you, Sean. That's
No,
like every man's dream.
No.
Fuck that.
Oh, no.
Okay, I don't need that.
Oh God.
I've got one.
But where did we run into her? It was at that after party, the first one. The concerts.
Yeah, Friday night.
Yeah. She was there with a bunch of people. She hugged everybody.
Good.
Oh God, she don't care. It's on, guys.
She touched the wrong person.
Oh, the wrong bitch's husband. Oh my God. But why ain't yours dressed as low? Oh my God, Connie. What is going on the show? I mentioned OnlyFans and everything. So can you sing David Gravel happy birthday? Oh God, here we go. Oh, maybe. Let's see here. I don't even hold on. Let's get the chat in here. Hold on. You can do it. There. Gotta pull. Oh no. All right, go, Sean.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy
birthday, dear
Oh, it's
David.
Gravel. It's not even David.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh God. Oh no. And many more on Channel 4. Is that how it goes now?
Channel 4.
I don't know. It ain't Channel 2. I don't think so. Should we get a beer?
No,
Yeah, I'll take one. Screw it. I gotta light up somehow. Because we're gonna get into some serious topics and I need the liquid courage. What oh my God. Now you're gonna take one. Oh, I'm a bad influence. You're 4 cans, Ham. Look at how big they are, guys. My head is not even the same size. Look, see? Oh my God. Oh no. Where's that koozie son?
Can you grab me that?
Oh my. Did you just like put your breasts all over Sean? Now she's showing off. I'm gonna start doing this more, Sean. Look how much attention you're getting. That hasn't happened for years. There's another. Where's it at? Damn. Yeah, sure. What's that say? Illinois. There ain't nothing good coming out of Illinois. Although we may have a big talk show coming.
Gravel's only 22.
No, he ain't.
That
David's 33, so he's a Freemason now. Great. Unbelievable. So we just took our first sip of the bad stuff. And David Gravel is, so that's our celebration. We say David Gravel, happy birthday and all that, and then we have our first beer. That's how we did it. So this is our David Gravel beer of the night, right? This is our David Gravel beer.
yeah.
We both said we weren't going to drink for about 2 or 3 days after the craziness we just experienced. But that's not what happened. So we go to the races. All this happens. It gets very intense afterwards. But on the way of it becoming intense, we had a problem where I lost my phone.
Yeah.
I lost my I lost the phone.
I thought the world came to an end.
I literally went up to a fence and just sat there. I walked I backtracked where I came from because we were at the very top, looking for it, could not find it. Basically, just got very sad in this whole excursion. Yeah, deja vu for Sean. Yep. I don't know that happened. That was very different, I think. But yeah, I did lose my phone here in Knoxville in 2019.
Yeah.
And they had like an old Samsung that I used.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is true. But this was different. There was good footage on this phone. I was ready to go do interviews. None of that happened. because of the phone being lost.
But I think you still talked to some guys that was pretty good. Just without the phone. I mean, I think there was some good.
Well, and I'm starting to think maybe that's the way to go about it, because you got these guys who interview at the track, and even though mine can be, a lot of people say they're so much better and blah, 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 because I talk about all this other stuff. It could be a situation where talking to them without the phone's better, because the phone's not out. Everybody's just talking, and then we could get them onto a show instead of doing a Saturday night deal and rushing to put an interview out. Like, try to talk them into a show this week. Like, I tried to do an interview with Bill Baylog on Friday, and he turned me down. I don't know why. I was all pissed about it. And we talked to his crew guy. He said, "Oh, that's just Bill or whatever." But we did have a pretty damn long conversation after we found the guy with the golf cart that we had rode on, trying to look for my phone. A decent, what would you say, a pretty good conversation with Michael Buddy Kofoid, correct? I would say.
Yeah, that was a good conversation.
We're trying to get him on the show. He may be on the show this week. It was very enlightening. I think we could have a really good one. We could have a really good conversation with Kofoid, a Tony Stewart style one, I would say. It is very, very good, I think.
Do you think a lot of guys or some of the guys are intimidated by like a camera or a phone in their face when you're wanting to talk to them, or why they might not want to talk?
I think that obviously we don't play by the rules.
Right.
I would say you could go to 99% of every interview out there of every weekend from everybody, from Dirt Vision, this guy, that guy, and they're all pretty much the same. Are they not? I mean, it's the same. The interviews we see in the pits is almost the same, exact same interviews we saw in the front straightaway.
Right. Well, maybe a little bit.
A little bit different, but not much. But when the Chaz is asking you questions, you don't know what the fuck's about to happen. What is this? I think it's a fear factor.
I think so.
If you're not able to think fast and think quick, and they've seen Kyle Larson crack under a question from me.
Yeah.
People have never seen that. Like, when I did that interview with Kyle and he cracked over just a basic question, it was like, people were like, "I've never seen Kyle like that." Wow. I was like, I bet Caitlin has, but yeah, it was like crazy. But I think they see that and they're scared. They're scared. They're worried that I'm going to ask them something that they just don't want to answer. They're to X, Y, Z, go home, have a beer. They don't want to talk serious about the sport or talk about this serious subject or topic or give an opinion on a half-ass, even though it's a serious discussion. They don't want to talk about a tech thing or whatever the flavor of the week is. They're just afraid of that.
Right.
And especially at a Husets race like we saw this weekend, I bet you a lot of them thought, I would be one of the first ones to talk about track conditions. You noticed a lot of drivers and people publicly were extremely quiet about that topic. Did you see any of them talking about that publicly?
No.
No one. But privately, that was the damn...
That was a hot topic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So you don't want to turn the camera on with the Chaz because all that shit that everybody talks, I'm letting people know about it. I'm not a real good behind the back shit talker guy, Sean. Like that, at least I think that's why people call me authentic, because whatever I think, I'm saying it live on the camera. I'm not even saying it to your face. I'm letting everyone know. So, I think it's one of those things. And then they may just not like me. And that's fine. That's fine. There's some people that just don't like me. It could be a fan of somebody. I've said something. It's really not even something I said about them. It could be something that I said about the buddy system. I mean, you got a little glimpse of the buddy system finally. He went to his first official, I guess, after party.
Yeah.
And at that first official after party, you kind of got a hint of these cliques that I told you about.
Yeah.
And this is how this guy operates, and this guy clicks up with that dude, and there's like a leveling system to the clique too. And it's like those are so I could talk about somebody else, but if they're in that little circle cliques that they got out there, Guy I've never even spoke to, talked to, or anything hates me just because I said something about his click boy. You know, so they're sitting there late at night, getting drunk, partying, and they're like, "Did you see what the Chaz said about you, man? Look at this." And then it's like, "Fuck, man, that's fucked up. Fuck him." And even though it probably could be either most of the time it's either a hellacious joke or the truth.
Right.
That's about all I do. The shit I'm not saying that's not true. It's speculation as well. There's some, but I always had comedic flair. So I mean, unless I actually don't like you, then I'll be a straight fucking asshole and point it out and turn it in. But most of my stuff is either jokes or truth, or really good jokes that are true. That we're just saying are jokes so everybody laughs and I don't get stabbed to death by some Connie or somebody.
Yeah, but I think some people take your sense of humor the wrong way, or they can't read you,
or they're just fucking shitty people.
That too.
There's a lot of people out here that be tripping on some of the stuff I do, and it's like, fuck off.
You fucking serious?
Yeah. It's like, that was funny, dude. What's wrong with you? And I will say this. I had a situation where I got fed up with a certain individual treating me a certain way, and I left myself. And ever since then, I am real outside. I still kind of feel bad about Kyle being offended with the whole "fuck you, bitch" Caitlyn deal, but at the same time, she did antagonize me. You witnessed it, and it was still halfway a joke. I was drunk as fuck in a Waffle House, but regardless, outside of that scenario, that kind of bothers me. I just don't give a fuck now. Like, fuck you. I've had instances where I'll make jokes or say something about somebody and they'll run across me and, "Why'd you say that?" Or, "I was fucked up," or whatever. And I used to be like, "Well, what did I say? What's wrong? What did I do?" Now it's like, okay, fuck off. Just walk away. I just don't care what these are people who are the problem with the world. They ruin fun, enjoyment, happiness, laughter. They want to find something wrong in something that the majority finds hilarious. It's just a joke. They're losers. These people are losers. But funny about speaking about that, we got to see that click, right? And you're over there eating pulled pork. That was really good.
That was fucking good.
Did we
with that Bam Bam sauce on there? That Bam Bam barbecue sauce, man, that shit was fucking fire.
Yeah. It really was. The Bam Bam barbecue sauce. Apparently you can get it branded. There may be the Chaz Bam Bam barbecue sauce coming, potentially. We could sell a lot of that, by the way. We somewhat suffered in the middle of South Dakota when we rode up to this click party scenario, a shark attack. Did we not, Sean? We kind of suffered a shark attack. Did we or did we not?
Very mild shark attack, I guess.
It was with smiles, though.
Yeah,
The shark racing crew is awesome.
Yeah.
But Logan Schuhart had some questions for me.
Yeah.
He was running by the house. He didn't have time to stop. You know, he's trying to get in those certain steps and runs or miles or minutes or heart rate up or whatever. He has a watch. He never had it in the car, though, but he had a watch when he ran by the house. But, yeah, he had some questions. But he also had some agreeances with some of the stuff that we've been saying here, especially in the teching department of the sport. We had some, and there was some people, obviously, as we said on the show, thinking that they were doing up to something. And obviously, you had Dietrich with the wings and all that, and that spurred that conversation. And one thing led to another, and next thing I know, Summers running around the golf cart after us. Remember Summer? She was coming. She swung at me. No, I'm just kidding. That's a lie. But she did get feisty. Did you see that video where she ran around the corner with Logan?
Which one's Summer?
Summer is the girlfriend, wife of Logan Schuhart.
Okay.
Very respectable person. There's not too many women in the sport that are respectable. She is one of them.
Well, I think she told you that if you talk shit about Logan, she was coming after you.
That's what she said. Yeah, got all up in the face. I had my chain on. They like grabbed it. You fucking listen here, motherfucker. But she started laughing. I was like, well, where were you 2 weeks ago? You know, I mean, it was rolling smooth. Where were you?
They're pretty awesome. They're a pretty awesome family.
Yeah.
I really like them.
Well, and then Scott fucked it up playing paparazzi. What the hell is he doing, Sean? We're all in this exclusive thing. I got Logan Schuhart talking to me here. We got sharks all around us. We got freaking Sam Henderson taking these photos. Did you see this photo that he took of me? Look at this.
Ooh.
Sam Henderson. He's a nobody 410 sprint car driver. Look at him. He took a picture of me while we were in the golf cart. It's ridiculous how these people treat me. Like I'm like Larson. I'm a petting animal or something. They all just want to come by and say hi. Yeah, this is us on the golf cart. They just wanted to freaking at long live the Chaz. He got all these new followers. But Ripper was next to me. We had Schuhart there. Kofoy was off to the side. We already had our discussion, but it was interesting. You know, Ripper loves the Carson Macedo song. They were blaring it on the radio.
Dude, I think he knows that song word for word.
He loves the Carson.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that means he hates Carson Macedo. Does you think that or dislikes him? Or how about this? Dislikes his driving tactics sometimes.
I mean, I don't know. That could be taken a couple ways. I don't know.
But he loves the song.
Oh,
he definitely
loves the song.
The song is about Carson Macedo wrecking cars, so I don't know how. Anyway, so it gets a little later, and this is where it got serious. Where it got serious for me, at least. He went away with some girl, Connie. He's coming after me now, guys. You shouldn't have gave you a beer, Connie. It's on. She or he, off in the distance, Ripper's like waving me over, and it's Taylor Quiring, Sean. The guy who manages the dirt and does a lot there. One of Todd Quiring's kids.
And the thing is, he was sitting there the whole time.
Was he staring me? Was he like staring at me?
I don't know. He had some old guy sitting in there with him, and I think when Ripper called you over, he got out. The old man got out. I don't know where he went, but that's when you jumped in.
Yeah, well, he wanted to talk to me about the track. And, you know, we had our video from the 212 where we, you know, said that it's unfortunate for Husets that they want to have a showcase event. They got a showcase series. They got promotional-based entertainment. They got freaking jets flying over. They got a nice campground when it's not underwater. I mean, it is nice.
I mean, in my opinion, that
was your first time to Houston. What's your review? Just be honest right now.
My first time ever to Husets. Very, very nice facility.
Unbelievable, right?
Unbelievably nice.
Well, you ain't been to Eldoret, but it's Knoxville-esque. It's probably a little better if you compress Knoxville. I would say theirs is better.
Yeah, I would say so. But the racing, to be honest, sucked. Both nights.
One-liners.
Yeah, I mean it sucked.
Now,
but
everything else, the party, the camping, the convenience.
Everything else was fucking top notch. I mean, but man, the racing just.
But she's just trying to be an asshole. Connie's mad she didn't get to go. But that's the sad part is everything is great. But when you get to the track, I felt like sometimes I was at a NASCAR event. You know, where they go green, I watch the first half lap, and then, all right, they're where they're running. And it just it didn't last as long. You know? And that's, honestly, that's how I felt my first time to Daytona. I went for a Gatorade 125 race, and I was like, wow, this facility, it's fucking crazy how nice these NASCAR facilities are. And then they go green, and it's like, what the hell? Almost how we felt at Indy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Indianapolis 500 had the same effect on me. I got there, amazing. Everything's just building up. But then when the product on the track went green, and I was telling, Taylor, I was like, the reason I've hindered on this and talked so much about this, and I was thinking about this earlier today, and funny enough, Connie comes up and kind of reiterates it as I've been thinking this all day. So the thought potentially is in the air in the quantum world we live in. But I have talked about this track being off, and some people don't like that. But I wouldn't talk about it if I didn't care about it being good. That's my thing. Because I've always looked at the sport like Tony said. I think he got a good grasp on how was his phrase, whatever it was, a pulse on the sport. You got a good pulse on the sport. And when you have a pulse on the sport, you see things that are going to make that pulse better. In a situation like Husets, with the facility, with it being a short track, with it being a short track, it should be an action-packed fucking one of the best. Everything, the money, the management behind it, the people. It's one of those places that needs to be one of the best.
Right. If it's going to be a premier track and the Husets High Bank Nationals being a premier race, I mean, let's get the track where it needs to go, or where it needs to be.
Well, and the sport needs a Husets to take off and go.
Right.
It needs another facility, does it not? I mean, how many good facilities are out there? Really? Husets, Eldora, like when I say good, like top notch.
Yeah.
Husets, Eldora, Dodge City, which is off the map, but Dodge City in Kansas is that level. Eldora,
Cedar Creek.
Cedar Lake.
Or Cedar Lake, I'm sorry.
It's not to that degree. It's a nice facility, but it's not to that degree. And that's what I told Taylor. I was like, I bring up Cedar Lake's dirt, which the Outlaws are at Cedar Lake this weekend. And I always want to go to that race because the damn racetrack goes slick, and it'll stay slick 7 fucking hours, and they'll race, and there'll be a good cushion and a good bottom, and it widens out. But that's their dirt, But like I told him.
And it don't rubber up.
Well, and like I told him, it don't matter if Cedar Lake's good or not. They don't have the facility, the management group, all these things. They're not pumping the money into the sport like this facility wants to do. This facility is going to take the sport somewhere. Now, Cedar Lake is not bad. It's great. It's fine for the dirt world. But if the dirt track world's trying to elevate like the sport, Huset's Speedway style of not only facility, but ownership groups who believe in the same kind of thing or in making the millions of investments into it. Those are the people that's going to make it bigger. The Husets Speedway situation is needed to make it bigger, but it can't be that on the track. So that was a controversial thing to say 2 years ago, I guess, for me, and offensive. I assume. But I think this is what has happened. When they started putting this big money show on Husets, I think a lot of people up there kind of knew of the track issues, but there was never really like a spotlight event or a marquee event that everyone was going to watch. And especially this year, since there wasn't nothing going wrong. The weather was going to race, everything like that. I know they dealt with high degrees and wind, but there's a lot of tracks that can deal with it better than that. Or at least it would race before it went too bad. This event put a big fucking spotlight on the track. And it also brought a large amount of criticism with it for the issues that it has. Because now the light had been shined onto the facility and the racing. So I don't know if it's that or what, but when I started talking to Taylor, when I was at the 212 bar, for instance, and I kind of gave him a spiel right there. We had our little back and forthness in the side by side. And I was like, well, the guy up at 212, he said the track used to, and it looked like that. He showed us video from like 1995 at Husets. It looked flatter. Did it not? Are you gonna die from vaping?
No,
I mean,
no. The track did look a lot different.
it was flatter.
Yeah.
It was wider. And then when I started pointing these things out, he's like, "All right, well, let's go ride the track." So me and Taylor Quiring at like what 3 a.m. or something, 2 a.m. It was late.
Oh,
it was late.
It was late.
We go parading the track and we start talking about different things and looking at the banking. And I don't know. You know, it did come across in that moment that they're up to doing something big at that track to make it better at this point.
I hope so. I mean, because it's a premier place.
It is. And it needs to be better. I mean, the berm, they said even at last year's Silver Dollar Nationals, they did kind of push the berm in a little bit. I think 3 and 4 could almost go halfway more towards the wall. Because it's so out there. I think if you cut that out a little bit and you smoothed out, like took some banking away, because there is something to be said with that much banking and the speeds the cars are carrying, that it is kind of like almost just smearing the rubber into the track as well. It's not relentless with the tires and the grip. So regardless, they're up to doing something, and I was kind of blown away. And then after we got back to the little gathering, Taylor was interested in knowing what some other soils out there are. So I'm kind of an undercover agent right now. I'm like the Tom Cruise Mission Impossible, which I don't think this is impossible, but I think I can get it done. This is the mission if you choose to accept it type thing. To kind of go out here and get some other styles of dirt that are out there. And they have somebody in town that they've got in contact with that is doing soil tests on different dirt and also sampling the areas, because they do want to do something at Husets to make it a better race. They recognize the importance, but they don't want to pay. He said, how much do you think it costs to bring some dirt up from the Knoxville area to Husets to do the track? Since I've worked with or been around Bristol when they put the dirt on the track, I kind of knew this. I guess $700,000. He said, "Wow, you're right." So it would cost $700,000 technically for them to take dirt from just 4 or 5 hours away, enough of it up there, and put it on the track. So they're trying to find a way to test different soil samples and then find something within the vicinity that is close to the best soil samples they can find. Does that make sense? So they don't have to spend as much.
Right.
You know what reminded me of this is this scenario right here. This was the premier speedway in Australia, so it's a little different. I brought this up with Taylor as well. They had a resurface done to the track, and the track was horrible when I was there and the year before. So the fans raised hell, and in Australia, they have a governmental body. Tracks are a little more involved with the club. I mean, the track of it itself here is a club and with the city and everything. They respect sprint car racing more over there as well. So the performance of sprint car racing in this world of Australia is very important to not only fans, but also politicians, people who move tax dollars and have all this money to spend on entertainment venues. So it literally reads here, the dark black colored clay is currently being removed from our entire racing arena and escorted off the premises. That's how they wrote it. That's how much people hated this dirt. It's very close to Houston. It's very close to the hatred of that dirt. I think it's very close. I mean, that's literally the words on the screen, guys. I'm not making this up. Our new clay is starting to be delivered into the pitting area to then be laid as the new racing surface for Sun Gold Stadium Premier Speedway in readiness for the start of our 2024-2025 season. So they took that dirt off. They were putting the new dirt on. It literally changed the track from a dirt track to almost a Cedar Lake color-looking track. And the racing was better. It didn't rubber down. It actually, I mean, this had 1,000 freaking likes and all the shares and everybody in here commenting. So this is the recent feeling or example I have of a situation close to the Husets scenario. And that's when Premier literally got forced by fans and people who like good action on the track to change it. Now, the difference is, and honestly, I think Husets could pull this off with the investors and the people that they have involved. Government's involved with the racing over there. I mean, funding and all the sorts. So if I was Husets and it costs that much to bring in whatever kind of dirt I need, how many fucking things are there to do in Sioux Falls, South Dakota? Or in South Dakota?
Much.
Fucking, you got to go all the way to Sturgis. I mean, on this side of South Dakota, there really isn't that much of an entertainment influx. I mean, you got the one arena that brings in PBR once a year. They probably have little events there, not. You know, Port Royal was able to increase their facilities and such because they were aligned and getting grants. I mean, they probably already have explored this. Maybe I'm stupid and just talking out of my ass, but if I was them, I would try to convince the South Dakota state to invest in fixing their track. There's entertainment venues that like they got a pool up there. Do you know that a lot of the like Adventureland here in Des Moines, they get grants for being in operation because they're viewed as an entertainment venue of this area. They get grants. They get money to improve facilities, to make sure things are this way or that way, or that some crooked fucker just pockets the money and don't spend it at all, you know? So I'm not saying that would happen to Husets, but who knows? Who knows? I mean, that's the difference. This is, like I said, the most recent scenario I could think that is similar to this situation up at Husets, but it seems like things are going to start moving. But that damn sentence right there, Sean, that is crazy. The dark black, colored. What are they trying to say here, Sean? Dark black colored? What? Oh, my God. The dark black colored clay. Oh, read the rest of the sentence, Whitey. The dark black colored clay is currently being removed from our racing arena and escorted off the premises. That's a legitimate sentence. But that's how much it was hated. I feel like the hatred for the current track surface is very similar. But I also told Taylor, I was like, if this is in y'all's ideas and plans, like make it known, you know? Like make it known. Like instead of all these fans just bitching and complaining, come out there and acknowledge their compliance or whatever, you know, acknowledge that they're bitching and saying we are looking to do wholesale changes here in the near future at Husets. We agree. And then what would happen at that point is all the people come in the comments and start bitching. There'll be 4 or 5 people go into that comment and reply and say, they already know, fuck Tar, leave them alone. They're changing the track. They're doing something to it. You know, you would develop support in that way. So I would acknowledge the criticism in a way. And say that they want to and are going to try, and from my understanding are. So to the nth degree of understanding this as a reality, that this is coming soon. Like I said, I had lost my phone to begin the night. Never found it. Went to sleep without my phone. We go to the track. We backtrack, right? Where my phone could have been, where it should have been, where it could be. And we couldn't find it. Additionally, we were there to get our chair and cooler that the guy had left, Scott. And as we're surveying the property looking for my phone, we go to get the cooler and the chair. And I said to Sean when he gets back in the car, I'm like, Sean, I've been looking. There ain't been one fucking person outside at all since we've been here.
There was plenty of cars there, though.
There was cars, but there wasn't one person, was there?
No.
And we were there for like 30 minutes. From walking up and down the stairs and everything. We were there for 30 minutes. And as soon as my mouth said, there hasn't been one motherfucking person here, at the end of the sentence, a person popped up heading towards the pitting area. Did they not?
Yeah.
Like right at the end of the sentence.
Right.
I'm showing Sean the Matrix. This shit's real. And this is how real it is. So the person pops up. I'm like, who is that? It was at a distance. You could tell it was a Husets guy because he had a collared shirt on, you know. We get closer. I'm like, Sean, that's Todd. And you go, oh, no. Oh, no. Is he good? What you were saying, don't do it. I think he said, don't do it. Don't ask him.
No, I
We
didn't.
were looking for the lost and found at that point, right? We were trying to find somebody to ask where the lost and found is.
I didn't say don't ask him, but I was just like, man, you got. I mean,
You don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. That's up to you.
And so as he's saying, I don't know, I'm like, fuck it, we're doing this shit. So I roll up and I said, Todd, as I went by, and he stopped and looked over and, hey, what's going on? And I'm like, you know where the lost and found is? He goes, oh, yeah, it's right over there. He points across, being all nice and courteous. And he's like, so what did you lose? I was like, oh, my phone. Like, yeah, it might be over there. Doug's up there. Oh, great, Doug. And I'm like, okay, thanks. And you were surprised.
Yeah, very surprised.
He was very cordial and nice to me. What happened?
He
Maybe he was busy. I'm going to say he was just busy. He didn't know who it was. He didn't know it was me. Although I don't know how I had the impact had on it and everything. I mean, it's hard to miss me. I mean,
I don't know how he could have not known it was you.
he did say, what did you lose? If I would have said like a car. Oh, ain't. No, I'm just playing. But so we do that. And then, so it's like I almost made the whole weekend dealing with, I call Taylor Quiring the nice wasps, and the nice wasp in the hornet's nest. That's what I call Taylor, because me and Taylor has always had a good relationship. And by the way, Taylor did tell me that when I arrived on the facility, one of the head of security did radio over, hey, that Chaz guy's here. What do y'all want us to do? And he said that he said, oh, leave him alone. Not doing anything. Although he did get pretty drunk and yell and talk shit on Snapchat. I tried to delete them all. I tried, but I need to leave Snapchat alone, Sean. It doesn't need to be in my hands anymore. But I almost got out of the weekend just having a good one with Taylor and avoiding Todd. I didn't see him, or Doug Johnson, which obviously, if you're critical of Husets too, Doug's the general manager, you know. And we talked about the floods. We talked about everything. So it's like I was getting out of there without dealing with the Hornets. And now, look, I was happy after the Todd deal, but now it's like, oh, now we got to deal with Doug. Oh, God. So we go up there to the Lost and Found, and I knock on the door, but there's a window on the door, Sean, and I saw that he was in there. So when I knocked on the door, I kind of stood away from the window so you couldn't see who it was, because I was like, if he sees me and he don't answer it, damn, that's my last chance to get my phone. It might be in here. So he opens the phone, or opens the door. He's like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, oh, I'm just looking for a phone. Todd said Lost and Found was over here. And he goes, yep, we actually did find one phone. And he goes around the corner and pulls it out. The damn Prime Composite Innovation phone case. And I'm like, oh, my God, my whole world's just saved. And then we get to talking about stuff and bring up the track as well. I said, I talked to Taylor last night, and seems like you are going to do something. He's like, yeah, we got to do something. So we talked a little bit more. Oh, I said, good luck with Caleb, because Caleb Johnson is his son. Well, that's a little conflict of interest, I would think, but it's fine. I mean, he's driving. I mean, what else can you do? They need a car. And Caleb's pretty good, actually, I think. Caleb Johnson's pretty good. And just the Hornets were just, they added some honey to the Hornet's nest or something, John. I don't know.
I mean, I thought it actually went pretty damn good.
I don't know. I'm blown away. My mind is, and I was just texted earlier that your ban is officially lifted at Husets.
Yeah,
I don't know how after they saw the Snapchats. I was drunk, going crazy. I tried to delete them all for the record, but
I thought you approached Todd, he was going to say, get the fuck off my property right now.
I did too. Hey, man, I was taking the risk, but I've walked in a lot scarier situation.
Right. But I mean, you had to find out if your phone was there, and
well, and you can't be scared of people. I'm
right.
never scared of these people. It's just there's certain things you like to avoid. You know,
right.
I'm not scared. Well, I'm not. Well, how about this? I'm scared if I'm in the ocean already, you know, but I would be fucking really scared if a shark swam by, you know, because there's a threat for ruining my happiness. Damn it. I'm in the ocean trying to have fun. I know y'all are out here, but fuck.
Right.
So it's like that. But you still can't be scared, you know. So I was like, fuck it. Hey, this is meant to be. And then, if you think about it long term, Sean, I said this. Speak of the Matrix. Todd Quiring appears, right? As I say, there isn't a fucking person in sight for 30 minutes. And then it's like, those two interactions were actually good. Positive. Got confirmation on they're going to do something about the track. And it's a serious matter. And cordial conversations with both people. Now, I know that can change in any given moment. I mean, I know who I'm dealing with.
Right.
Not necessarily Doug, but it was good conversations, but they would have never happened. Those conversations would have never happened if I hadn't lost my fucking phone. It's just sitting for me there the whole time. Divine intervention. Divine intervention.
Just fucking crazy, dude. Crazy.
I've showed Sean some Matrix shit. It's crazy, right?
Oh.
The coordination that happens in my life is nuts, right? It's nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. The one person to walk the pits at midday, 105 degrees is Todd Quiring.
Yeah.
But it all worked out, you know. I mean, it all worked out. So I think that's all of our topics. Do we open up the phones? It is 9 o'clock, though. It's kind of early. I feel like if we don't go later, we're going to be letting all you down. I don't know.
I don't know.
You going to sleep, Sean? See what the chat's saying. What do you mean? What do you not know about? Wait, you're not coming through. You must have hit something. Sorry.
I said I think I'm going to go to bed early tonight again.
No. The service has issues, too. We already documented how they're going to be doing the surface all over again. Lucas Oil is a better place. Oh, they're saying Lucas Oil is better. No. I think it's fine. Lucas Oil's fine. I don't know. Do we call gravel? I don't know. Should we do that? Is that? Oh my! Jesse Douglas just sent in a text. Sean's busted for the Sherry stuff or that girl's stuff.
Ooh, what?
I guess he was watching when Connie was getting all mad at you for the girl with the arm around you.
Who?
Jesse Douglas,
Oh.
Dirt Coat. He was at your house last week. Oh no, Taylor we got messages from Cody Jacobs that we're missing. Taylor on the show tonight avoided me too, bitch. Oh, Cody says you avoided me too. I figured that once Cody said, "Don't bring my Danny Dietrich shirt that I dressed all the fuck up until Cedar Lake." That was a stay away from the car situation. Didn't you take it that way too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Stay away. Don't bring no shirt around me. Call David Gravel. Oh no. Do we call somebody, Sean? We're only gonna talk our ass so long. Trying to get this out. Damn mouse. Hold on. Maybe we might call Cody Jacobs since he wants to say all this. I have to call Cody, although this could be risk for him as well, right, Cody? Situation. I should have been a smarter guest or had all my shit charged. But traveling down the road, that's how it goes. Cody, am I calling Cody Jacobs? I don't know. I feel like Cody will just like throw a damn wrench in it all. He'll be like, "Fuck this shit. We should have won." Something. I don't know what you're hitting. I don't know what's going on. Is it on? Oh, damn. That was funny how Quiring's new race shop overlooks Husets like a king's castle. It's actually very nice. I think it's very nice. I think it's very nice. Let's see if Gravel's awake. Is Gravel awake? Do we want to? Although Cody would be a good one, because he's the one who hung the Ginger Kitty shirt up. Oh no! Do we do? Oh, Cody or Gravel? All right, say it in the chat. Cody or Gravel? I don't know what's going on.
Hello?
Yeah.
I'd say call Gravel, wish him happy birthday if he answers, and if he
Gravel
doesn't,
ain't gonna answer.
well, if he might, but if he doesn't, then we'll call Cody.
Oh no. We're pulling out the phone. We're pulling out the little black book. Although I will say this, it was unfortunate that Gravel did not have a new scheme. You know, a Billion Automotive scheme. Everybody was like, cool. And I was like, isn't it the same thing? And I asked him, he said, yeah, it's the same Billion Automotive scheme that they've had for the last 2 years. Oh no, we're putting in the number. Oh no, we got to see. We got to see. They say, who cares who sucks? There was a bet on Dirt Draft if me and Cody were getting married. Did you see that, Sean? There was a bet on Dirt Draft if me and Cody were getting married. We're calling Gravel. Let's see what happens. Oh, no. Oh, no. He ain't going to answer. We're not cool enough for David.
Your call has been forwarded to
See?
an automatic voice message.
See, he hit the end button on us. We could try Cody. We'll see if it's like, you avoided me, bitch. Let's see what he has to say about this. I'm curious. And we could tell everybody we are officially not married, apparently. Let's see here. We'll see if he answers. It is Cody Jacobs ringing right now. He ain't gonna answer. He's scared. I really didn't want to do this, but if we open the lines, I feel like it's going to get very hectic in here very quick.
Your call.
Let's do it. I'm sure there's people who want to talk. Let's see your phone calls. What do you think? We're only an hour in. Let's do it. Let's hear your phone calls, guys. There's the number, 423-616-7673. Let's see the numbers. Come on in here. I thought I had Kofoid's number, but it's gone. I don't know where it's at. Oh, my God. Sean, the girls responded on Snapchat with the talk to me. Oh, the girl is watching the show that Connie was mad at. Oh, my God, guys. Look. She's intimidating her now. They got the talk to me goose while she... Oh, my... Wow, that's next level. Connie, where are you at? We need live reviews of this development. Oh, my God. Nobody's even calling. Y'all are bitches. It's okay. We can end the show there at an hour. That's fine. We can go to sleep. We had our one beer. We don't need to be here all night. Fine. Yeah, call it a show then. Is that what we're doing now, guys? Or maybe, I mean, it has to be, the ring has to be going through. Oh, no, Connie's in the chat. What is she saying? Let's have a big foursome argument. Connie, come back down. I don't have her number, I don't think. That was a Snapchat video. Let's see. Oh. Poor A Buffalo Chase. Start the cat fight. They want me to have a cat fight now. They want me to get it going. Wow. We could put them in the dunk tank, guys. That would be cool. We need some women in the dunk tank. Connie in the dunk tank may make some money at Knoxville. Numbers on the screen. Nobody's even calling. This is sad. Oh, we have a call coming in. Hello, can you hear me?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
What happened now? Is this Clark?
Is that Connie?
What? What are you talking about?
Is that Connie?
Connie, where?
Oh boy.
What is going on?
I don't
I don't
know.
know what's going on.
Isn't this
What's wrong with
Clark?
Chaz? I don't know.
It
it?
I mean, it sounds like you, Clark. Sorry, I don't have your number saved. It is you. Finally, I looked in my phone.
You don't have my number saved.
On the no, I don't have your number saved on the call-in line. What kind of weirdo do you think I fucking am?
Oh, ask around. You might get the same answer.
Oh, well, I can get some answers about who you are, Clark. Oh, we've already talked about this.
Come on, you prick.
So, do you think Glenn Stiers will donate Oswego dirt to Husets and ship it down?
You go talk to Cody Jacobs and he'll say, fuck yeah.
I'm just saying, do you think Glenn Stiers would ship it down for free with some tobacco Canadian money?
I don't see why he wouldn't. He's a generous man.
We can call it, they're worried about Canadian pipelines. Fuck, we could call it the
Canadian pipelines. We'll ship from
pipeline some fucking dirt down here from Oswego. Can't you do that or
it's
no?
Actually not far. It's probably like 20 miles from the pipeline, so it could happen.
Can you really pipeline dirt? Is that like actually possible?
I don't know. Ask Asian.
Wow. I feel like you made a dirty joke there, but it missed. Clark.
Oh, come on. Sean's a badass. It's all good.
Why is Sean a badass? Because he has girls hanging on him and Connie don't know about it? Oh, God. Is she
Bro,
listening?
he's got everybody hanging on him.
Oh, my God. You're going to get him in. Oh,
He can get away with whatever the fuck he wants.
No. Oh, no. The luxuries of being a push
Exactly
truck
like-
driver, huh?
All of the issues are the same. They can get away with whatever they want.
We can't hear you. I don't know if you're talking through a pillow or on one, but that was bad.
Oh, shut up.
It's pretty
Shut
bad,
up.
is it not, John? It's pretty bad.
Bad.
Oh, for God's sake.
Now it's good. I don't know what you keep fucking doing.
I just stood up.
Oh, okay. How tall are you when you stand up? About as high as Brad Sweet?
Oh, Ginger Kitty?
Well, you're the one person that said Cody Jacobs looks like a bitch in person.
Oh, fuck you.
What do you mean?
Let's go back to Ginger Kitty.
Oh, my
Left foot or
God. You
right
don't want to go in on that subject, do you?
No. Left foot or right foot when we talk about Ginger Kitty? Tell me.
What do you mean left foot or right foot, Clark? Is that a Canadian joke?
One shorter than the other. Which one are we talking about? Which one am I taller than?
I don't know. Somebody said you were biting your pillow.
My name's not Mike Tyson. It's all good.
Oh, my God. Did you have anything to talk about, or did you want to talk about anything?
I want to know why Sean's got a hottie like Connie. What the hell's going on?
Oh, my God. And then why would he try to trade her in for that?
What?
Yeah, he's just messing with you.
No, this chick who, I mean, and look, there's a lot of them. So this isn't singling this girl out in particular, but there's this girl in
Are we going to
particular.
get into Holly?
We're not getting into that topic. Look,
Hey,
there's
should
girls
we
who go to
do-
dirt racing events.
Hey,
Look,
should we do like a check-in on our buddy there and make sure he's okay?
I don't know what you mean. Clark? What is wrong? Have you taken the wrong pill today? You're not making sense. Are you okay? How big is this Iran thing affecting you?
You told who to get away from Holly, and he's probably there right now.
Holly.
What?
Where at?
PA?
Oh, Tyler Walker.
Can you do a check-in, make sure he's okay?
I'm going to Cedar Lake this weekend. I have some. I'm not concerned. Here's my concern with this Tyler Walker PA deal that's happening. It's not Placerville. I think me personally, I would have put, and maybe he still got it and it's simple and it's riding a bike again, but Tyler Walker racing for a month or two on short tracks on the West Coast, and then deciding to drop a car in at turn 3 at 140 at Williams Grove sounds more intelligent or more rational. I have concerns personally, and I think people should, that he's had 2 or 3 races on some little quarter miles. He hasn't really dominated a race or showed dominance. Not hating. It's
with,
just this,
with a
and
360 for the
and now we're
Hussets.
putting them wide open in the turn 3 at Williams Grove. I just don't
But
know about that. I just don't know about that timeline. You know what I'm saying? That's a little quick to me.
Everybody said that it was a little quick for Torgerson too.
Well, I get it. And I could sound stupid, and maybe Tyler Walker and everybody hates me now because I'm saying
You're
this.
not sounding stupid. You're just being cautious.
I'm just sounding like, I think, a rational human being who would bring anybody back from not racing for a very long time. It doesn't even have to be off a Skid Row. Like, you ain't ran a fucking sprint car competitively in a very long time, which I would consider a long time. You should get some races under your belt before you go to the most technical track in the country, which is Williams Grove.
But it's not like we're throwing them to the wolves at Outlaws. It's PA. It's a little different.
Off two now. Sorry. Can you hear me? I can't hear him. Clark. Where'd you go, Clark? What the hell just happened? Where'd Clark go? Clark, are you there?
5x5.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you hear me?
Yes,
good?
I can, but it's very low.
I can hear you clear as day. 5x5.
Okay.
So, yeah, I get what you're saying, but at the end of the day, he's racing in PA. He's not racing as the Outlaws. So,
yeah, but it's not necessarily about racing in PA. It's about racing a sprint car.
mm-hmm.
It's not about the location to me. It's about not racing for this long of amount of time. A few races. Now, if these few races in California he would have won or did something extremely impressive, then okay, let's go. You know, but relatively no success. He says it's because it's a 360. Okay. I don't know how, and maybe I'm being stupid. You know, maybe I'm being stupid.
You're not being stupid. You're being cautious.
Well,
because
I just think that
him to
Williams
do
Grove
better.
and Port Royal, you know, you fuck up at Ocean or Placerville, or you have one of your rusty bolts show up on those tracks, and okay, you spin the car out or you flip a little off the corner or something, you tag the wall, running 95 or 80. You do that at fucking Williams Grove or Port Royal, buddy. That's not what's gonna fucking, you know, just you could get fucking hurt and hurt other people.
I respect your opinion on this. I feel that you will be eventually, not right now, eventually you will be pleasantly surprised.
I'm hoping, and I think that confidence controls a lot of what you feel and how good you perform. You know, I don't want Tyler Walker to think like I'm thinking right now when he goes into 3 at Williams Grove. He can't think like that. He can't think like that. That's why when he's on the show, I'm not talking negative like this or cautious or concerning. I mean, I kind of trickled it in there, but I'm not gonna, you know, say that blatantly and all that. And even when I tried to bring those points up, he responded with absolute confidence. So that's good. He needs that confidence.
Oh no, definitely. If you think back to 20 years ago, 25 years ago, if he would have had this type of clarity and mindset, we wouldn't be talking about Casey Kane. We'd be talking about Tyler Walker.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Right.
Like there would not be a Casey Kane. There would only be Tyler Walker. And that's what's crazy.
Right.
And I think that's also where your mindset comes in a little bit from a cautious standpoint, is just based on age of Tyler right now, is that, if he would have had this clarity 20 years ago, he would be the modern, or he would have been in between Tony Stewart and Kyle Larson, right? He would have been the in between those two.
It would have been close. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
And we're all thinking he still has it. It's just how, I mean, I get that he's sober, but how clear of a mind do you have after such a experience for so many years? I mean, I'm just saying, and all it takes is a little fog to really fuck up on these tracks they're going to. So.
Yeah, I'm not gonna deny that. You're not wrong on that, Chaz.
And that's the other part. Wrong. Look, he could have a cloud. Here's the problem too. He could have a regular fuck up mistake that all these dumbasses in PA have all the time in wreck cars and get other people's shit destroyed. He could have it this next week, and if he does, they're gonna instantly go, he shouldn't have been out there. Oh, he doesn't belong in a car right now or anymore. Oh, this or oh, that. It's going to instantly turn to he shouldn't have been out there. This is a huge mistake. And it could be a regular mistake that drivers make.
Yeah.
But since it's him, because of the situation, it's going to instantly go to that degree of criticism.
It's definitely possible. And the probability of that's kind of 50-50, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's kind of it's borderline 50-50.
Right. And everyone's going to be critical, extremely critical when it happens or if it happens.
And I know what you're saying about his current mindset is that it's still not far removed from the addiction side, right? Is that we can only hope and pray that the next 30, 60, 90 days plus, he continues on this path, right?
Well, and, that's why I'm supportive of it. I mean, it's way better, even if he goes up there and fucks up a little bit. Hopefully he doesn't hurt or himself or anyone else. But I definitely think this is a faster track to getting him out of that scenario. Even Jeremy was a little upset that I said I'd like to have a beer with him or something. Oh, you told a drug addict, or whatever, or he said that's crazy. Nobody would suggest that. But I think somebody on the extreme levels of Tyler Walker is never going to be 100% clean of an addiction. And I think for someone like Tyler, I think somebody like a Tyler Walker, sprint cars and a beer every now and then is potentially the supplement to that extreme, without having to go to those extremes.
Hey man, if you have a beer a day, you're an addict.
Right.
If you have a beer every other day, you're an addict as well.
Right.
So,
if you have a coffee every day,
like,
you're a caffeine addict,
Right. So it's all in moderation at the end of the day, right? So I would look at somebody like Jeremy Elliott. I would say, okay, well, do you have 3 coffees a day? Yes, I do. Okay, well, you're a coffee addict, right? Or if you have a beer every other day, then...
Well, that discussion should then turn to, let's look at the health effects of caffeine intake. Are they better or worse than, nicotine, alcohol? Oh, you have sugar in your coffee too. Well, let's look at the effects of sugar use.
So,
so yeah, it can go down the line.
So Chaz, one of my closest friends, he's going bald. And he's attributed that his baldness is because of the Monster Energy and the Red Bulls that he would have. daily over the course of about 18 to 20 years.
Now, has that got some science behind it?
He does not have any baldness between him and his father's side or his mother's side. Nothing.
Well, I mean, that's interesting. There's a lot of things out there that are bad for you. I think personally worse than cigarettes. We have clinical evidence of how bad sugar intake is, but your little kid can have that in a fucking 900 calorie Starbucks Frappy at 7 a.m. Go to school.
Hey, Chaz, when are you going to come out with 1,000 horsepower hats instead of 900?
A what?
1,000 horsepower.
Oh, okay. What just happened? Clark, what is wrong? Have you been doing some drugs? What has Tyler Walker inspired you to do?
I don't do drugs, but it's the funny thing. There are sprint cars out there putting 1,000 horsepower to the rear wheels.
Right.
Quality.
Okay.
900 horsepower is not the bee's knees. It's getting closer to 1,000.
Okay.
900 is a fucking myth.
Okay.
Think about that.
I think a lot of people have already knew this. They've been saying
So
950. Johnny Gibson's been saying 950. He moved up 50 more.
Yeah.
So
900 is bullshit. It's fucking 1,000, baby.
Okay. People in the chat are confused on that switch of topic like there, Clark. That was nuts. That's twice. That's like three times for you already. What have you been doing? Are you on a new diet plan or something? Your chemical imbalance is off mentally?
It's called Thornberry.
Thornberry. What is that? Is
Thornberry.
that like those AI plants? Did you hear about the AI plants in Memphis?
Oh, dude, come on.
It's crazy.
No, it's called Thornberry.
No, I'm just saying, have you heard about this? So the new XAI by Elon Musk, right? For AI development, they require turbines to power, like supercell turbines. And there's data to support the supercell turbines within a 5 to 10 mile radius increase all cancer risk by 4 times. And so they put these one of these XAI places in Memphis, and the NAACP is suing them because it's a mainly black community that he put it near. And they have like 30 days to remove it.
Oh, my.
Because it was going to increase cancer rates in the ghetto.
That's terrible.
1,000 horsepower, Clark. 1,000 horsepower. Anyway.
1,000 horsepower. And you know what's crazy, Chaz? Is you know how many engine builders that are at the tail ends of their career and nobody is wanting to step up to build engines anymore?
I mean, do engines matter? We thought the Chevy would help Donny.
You did.
I did it. I'm the reason Donnie's fucked now.
No, you are not the reason.
So what did
why.
I do? Well, how did I? What do you mean?
You just pointed to one of the many issues. Let's just say there's 3 issues. You pointed to one of 3.
You think that he's lacking horsepower with his engine program with the Chevy now?
No, I don't think he's lacking power. I think he's lacking drive ability, personally.
Why are they on Fox Shocks? Whose fucking smart idea was that?
No idea.
I mean, who runs Fox Shocks? Nick Hoffman?
I don't know, but is a crew chief more scarier than Ripper, or no?
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't really mingled with them since the engine change. Kind of been waiting. When Donnie's not running good, it's not really the greatest pick to be around. They get very upset about things.
You know what's funny is the Ford dynamic. Okay, the power and money in Ford, and the fact that they didn't offer up some of the relationships that Ford has on other programs blows my mind, because Donny Schatz could be challenging for the last 2 championships.
Right.
Last year's and this year's.
Right.
Hands down. But
so we know it's not the driver. We know it's not the motor now. I'm just saying, who's got to go? Or what's got to change? If I'm TSR, I don't want to.
So-
I'm not a top 10 car. That 15 should be top 5 every week. That should be the standard with wins.
So like somebody like Doug Berryman, who does the shocks for gravel, for example, very smart individual.
Yeah,
That
but they
will
also
give,
made
like-
that an exclusive shock deal.
No,
Yeah, there's
It's
a
not
non-compete
exclusive.
with the other teams. That's what
Oh,
that was
really?
told to me. Yes. You can't get a Berryman
So-
shock if you're an outlaw or a high limit team.
so you mean to tell me that it took 3 years for that to happen? That's
I know,
hilarious.
right? I mean, they do this with the late model crowd all the time.
Can I tell you that guy he gives Cody Jacobs a nice window of multiple shocks a night. Like, and they're FK shocks at the end of the day. They're all FK. So whomever is the next in line after Brad Sweet to take on that type of responsibility from FK directly, that's on FK. There's other manufacturers that could easily come in and absolutely annihilate the entire field, but nobody has either the brains or the willpower to reach out to some of these different manufacturers to completely obliterate the field.
Like who?
Kill the field.
Who? And where is their credentials at?
Everywhere in motorsports, Formula One, everywhere.
Who?
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 Yeah, who are you even
Multimatic.
talking about?
Multimatic.
Multimatic.
The godfathers of dampers. The godfathers.
Somebody's asking if you're stoned, Clark. I'm starting to agree. Who is Multimatic? Never even heard of these people. They're nobodies.
They're on 50% of the Formula One car, 50% of the Indy cars.
I see why you're supporting them, Clark. This is a Canadian-based company. Look at them.
Owned company, but the multi-dampers are from where?
I don't know.
They're from Europe. They bought the company prior to them becoming what they are today. They're on every Ferrari. They're on every Porsche. They're on every Mercedes. They're on every McLaren. You name it.
So when I'm texting Tony today, why ain't the 15 in the top 5? I need to send him this link, and that'll do it.
Oh, if I get a phone call from Tony Stewart, I'll lose my shit.
What do you mean? We're leaving you out of it. I'm the one getting the cuts here. So what? They do Fords? They've already got rid of Ford.
If Donny if Donny was to put a Ford back in and put Multimatic left rear and right rear shock on, he'd annihilate the field.
Why are you so confident in saying this? It's asphalt racing.
No,
You're underestimating
no.
the intelligence of the dirt manufacturers.
So I'll tell you that a very prominent Bill Steen shock person for an off-road program, not going to name the company because I can't, they put on some Multimatic dampers versus the other vendor, and in the off-road configuration they went several seconds faster. Yeah.
It looks like they're just in the sports car. Don't show anything here that they're in F1 racing.
Every Chevrolet Silverado, I believe, or ZR1 Silverado, has multimatic dampers.
Oh well,
You
they
give,
they raced at Qatar earlier this year. I don't know if they're going to race there anymore now, but
Well, we're Canadian, so we can. We're not American. A little
okay.
different.
You definitely won over the crowd tonight. Good job.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but it looks like
You
this
want
is a
us to send you
strictly
some dirt?
Ford, Multimatic Motorsports. Looks like a Ford company.
They're agnostic, is what they are.
But every car and driver on their site here is a Ford.
No, they have Red Bull F1,
Okay, that is a
Mercedes
Mazda,
F1.
but they're only showing the Ford cars on their site. Their racing motor site.
Right. Well, because that's their latest sports car program, Ford. So their previous one was Mazda.
So you're saying this
And
is
then
better
Ford.
than Fox?
Fox? That's a joke.
Even for the late models, they would be you're saying every shock manufacturer in dirt is a joke compared to these people.
If from DSSV shocks are beyond more advanced than anything Bill Stein or Bill Steen or whatever the fuck you want to call it is Fox shocks, fucking joke. You name it.
All of them are a joke compared to these people.
Hands
What's one of their cool shocks that we can show the viewing audience? What's it called?
DSSV.
Hold on, my freaking. Okay.
And then they also have an active version too, fully active.
DSSV shocks or dampener?
Dampers, shocks, same shit. Dampers, shocks, same thing.
But you can't put this on a sprint car, can you?
Yes, you can.
No, you can't have the solenoids like that. I believe it's illegal to have
Yes,
the
you can.
solenoids.
Yes, you can. They can make a mini version of it.
Put it in the shock.
Yes. Fox has it. FK has it as well.
Okay.
Or their own version of it. Blah, 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 blah.
So you're saying Multimatic can save the TSR 15?
If they had multimatic dampers, Donny Schatz would win probably 45 races this year.
You're listen to this fucking guy. This is
Dude.
I can't believe you're disrespecting all these people.
Donny Schatz is that good.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So we know it's not the motors anymore. We know it's not the drivers. So
Hey,
process of elimination here.
Hey, you want a crazy thing?
That
The year they had the million, I told a very prominent driver to reach out to Multimatic to develop a damper, and Outlaws were okay with it. And they just never pulled the trigger.
okay.
That driver did not win the million. Tell you that.
Okay. Interesting. What does the chat think about these Multimatic things? Clark is a dope. Clark is a clown. Who could even afford these things?
Who can afford a $65,000, $72,000 motor?
So these shocks, what would a set be? You think? What are you thinking? It definitely would increase cost of the sport. You can't be worried about that anymore. I'm assuming.
Cheaper than Bill Stein.
Cheaper than Bill Stein? No, it ain't.
You know what? I should have brought your fucking ass Multimatic when you were in Canada. I should have.
Got me walking off the show now. I can't. Man.
I should have made you drive an hour from fucking Oswego to the fucking Multimatic manufacturing facility. Should have.
Curtis Fist just said that the 69K is running fine-tuned old school AFCOs.
Cocaine ain't cheap.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. All right, Tyler. Wow, now we figured it out. That's why you're over there every now and then, huh? You're getting close to the table.
Telling you. Oh boy, Chaz.
69K proves you can win with any shock. So
how did they do this past weekend at High Banks?
Yeah, well, how did anyone do? How'd Rico fucking do? Well, I mean, the track's got issues, but at least they're gonna fix them.
Hey, don't hit what? Don't hate the player, hit the game, or hit the player and hit the game. Like, come on.
Oh no, Cody Jacobs just said, "Get this douchebag off the phone." He does this Berriman conversation. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it, Clark. He's scared. I think you might have hit something here.
Oh, come on.
I think that he has found out that you might know something, and you're going to tell these people how to beat the Berriman shocks.
There's no way to beat Berriman.
Not even with multi-matic.
Right now, no one's got the balls to spend the money.
So it's just that much more.
No. It's just enough people in the industry need to have interest to make a change. So, like, for example, if there's a shock curve that somebody wants to hit and they want it to be consistent, guess what? The only way to hit that shock curve is with multimatic dampers.
Do you really want that, though? Do you want that on a sprint car, though?
What's that?
Do you want that on a sprint car? Don't you want the curve to kind of move, the track conditions and all that?
They already have a low speed pop off, a high speed pop off. But the problem is the design of the shock is not efficient. That's it.
So that's how Berriman's better.
Yeah, Berriman's better just based on quality.
Somebody just said call Ripper. Oh no. Cody Jacobs said call Ripper.
Oh,
I wonder what Ripper. You think Ripper will spill the beans on the 17? Speaking of cars that ain't up front.
Why isn't a 17 ripping the boards like he used to?
Oh no. Oh no. Let me see if I can call him. If he doesn't answer, you can call back. Hello?
Hey.
You're under a pillow again. You're under a pillow still.
Under a fucking pillow.
I don't know what it is, but yeah, you're done doing your line. You're back.
Guys.
What?
Who is the best crew chief in the world of Outlaws?
I'm a big Phil Dietz fan, but Cody's putting it on him. I think it's between them two.
Who works the hardest out of anybody?
That's hard to say. That's I don't even know if that's a fair question.
Hard to say.
How do you know who works hardest? You got to go fucking live with them for a week and find out.
You fucking show up at the pits and you see who works the hardest. Nobody works harder than Cody Jacobs.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you got the shit right, though, you shouldn't have to work. You know,
no, regardless, you have to work.
The best car is the one that barely gets touched most of the time.
No.
Except for turning over.
if you prepare properly and you see what the driver's doing on the track and you make the small adjustment, which could be
Right. So then
2-3
what's
tenths
working
a lap.
hard, Clyde? Or I feel like I almost said Clyde. The words you're using are just unfair to be properly answered. Who works harder? It doesn't make no sense.
No, nobody will outwork Cody Jacobs, hands down. Nothing against anybody else on the pit. Nobody is working harder than Cody Jacobs, hands down. Not a chance.
Right.
Not a chance.
Yeah.
That motherfucker
Somebody
will
just
work
said
harder than anybody.
They say that they think you fly international drones into the pits nightly to check up on them.
No, I only fly drones into Iran.
Oh wow! Oh my God! All right, we'll see what Ripper says.
That guy won't pick up for you.
Oh, let's see. Let's find out.
Here, bye.
Oh no, guys. Is it going to happen? Is the Rip finally going to dip onto the Chaz show? I didn't think I was drinking this much beer, but I might have to now. We had a day off. I didn't drink yesterday. Oh no, I don't think he's going to answer. It is kind of late. Almost 10 o'clock here, Central Time. He ain't doing it. Let down once again. Believable. Can't trust him. Can't trust him. We'll give Cody one more shot since he has so much to say. He's going to call Clark a fucking idiot again, I bet. That fucking guy, I don't know what he's talking about. Have you heard of this Multimatic, Cody? I want to ask him now. Oh, wait. Is it not ringing anymore? What the hell? He must have blocked the show number. No, I'm just kidding. He's ringing. Oh, no. No answers, these people. Oh, no. No answers. Horrible individuals. All right. Does anybody else want to call, or is that it? I feel like the chat's done with Clark. That was enough Clark, or no, Sean? Oh, God. Oh, fuck. We got to figure out these mics for Wednesday. I think is going to be our next show, I think. Tuesday, we have these plans getting formulated currently for the Knoxville Nationals at Corgliano's. Thinking of having a magic show. We're going to be doing a concert. I think we're going to be doing a concert, Sean. The Chaz Live. We're going to be having a dunk tank where I will be on the dunk tank at the Knoxville Nationals. We're trying to talk to Danny Dietrich about potentially getting on there. Oh, Sean's loving that one. Potentially Aaron Reitzel on the duct tape. Who? That's a good question. We are going to have at Corgliano's this year. We're putting it together. As if we stand right now, we're going to be having live concert with the Chaz mixed with the show. Live show. A magic show. We're going to be finalizing that tomorrow. A magic show. We're going to be having a wet t-shirt. No, I can't. Connie, he's going to run down here. We're going to be having something for the ladies, respectful. Maybe we'll have like a nightgown competition. Or like a real Miss Knoxville where they like answer questions and shit. Like a real one. Where they're like, this is the nightgown walk and shit. Like a real one. Ideas. But regardless, we're going to have a dunk tank. A fucking real dunk tank. Where I'm up there shit talking all you motherfuckers saying, come on and knock me down. And we're trying to get Danny Dietrich on there. We're trying to get, I think Aaron Reitzel could be a good one. Everybody wants to dunk Aaron. We're thinking. Who knows? Danny Lasage. Who would like to be on the dunk tank? Who do y'all think should be on the dunk tank? I need that in the comment section. We will be on there at the Knoxville Nationals. The best one we could think of off the top of our head is Danny Dietrich, I think. That's the one that everyone wants to see in the dunk tank. Outside of that, I don't know. Aaron Reitzel, if he was a nice or funny bad guy, he's just too mean. Somebody said Brian Brown. Oh, my. I mean, that would be funny. Brian Brown in the dunk tank at the Knoxville Nationals. I would personally like to see Caitlin on the dunk tank. The only way I'm buying a ball is if Caitlin's on there. And I'll tell you right now, I'm going to be like, fuck you, bitch, and throw it. Knock her ass in there. Same fucking time. Wind up and throw it. Caitlin on the dunk tank. Somebody said Todd Quiring on the dunk tank. Oh, my. That would shock the world. David Gravel on the dunk tank. I mean, everybody hates him for some reason. Summer on the dunk tank. She's got the big attitude. She's going to get me. We need a female up there, bikini or something, or a full bathing suit. We'll keep it clean. T-shirt. Caitlin. Carson Macedo. We can play the Carson Macedo song while he's up there. Torpedo Pam. Ginger Kitty. They want Brad Sweet up there. That's a good one. Brad Sweet at the dunk tank. Oh, my. We got a lineup here, guys. Dunk tank lineup of the Chaz, Danny Dietrich, Carson Macedo, David Gravel, Brad Sweet. Caitlin Larson would be the ace in the hole, I'm telling you. Tanner Holmes about to upset the world, almost winning. Oh, God. Maybe Tanner Holmes, Brian Brown. That one would be a good one, too. Somebody said Johnny. I don't know that. Somebody said laugh out loud the 6'3" torpedo. I don't know who that is. Carson Macedo's like 5'9", 5'10". Or like 5'11", maybe. I'm a little taller than Carson. Carson's not that big. I know he looks. Connor Wade makes everyone look big. They're not that big. Johnny Gibson. Oh, that's one. Spike. Or here's what I'm thinking. I have the money to potentially do it. Do we try to get Broke Joe out of the damn shop? Out into the world for the first time in his life? Do we try to fly Broke Joe out to the Knoxville Nationals for the dunk tank? I don't know. He may get assaulted. Or he could just fall into some water. Dirt Tracker. I don't know. That guy never goes to races, does he? He don't go to races. Anthony Macri or Ricky. Who is Ricky? Ricky Macri? What? Who would be some other dunk tank names? I think we've made some new, said some pretty good ones. Donny Schatz is my favorite, but I do think he has gone down a lot in his skill level. I think it's everything else but skill. I think age is a number. I think age is a number. But this dunk tank is a whole nother fucking situation. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I guess that's it. Nobody's called. We haven't got anything. Yeah, we're going to be in it. The Chaz is definitely going to be into the dunk tank. Clark. I think Broke Joe, but nobody said yes to the Broke Joe, so maybe Broke Joe lost his luster. But Spike has not. I know a lot of people want to see Spike. He has passed more cars than anyone. I think you're talking about Donny Schatz. It's true. But you got to get the whole night put together. That's something you have to get done. Gravel or Cody? Cody Jacobs and the Ginger Kitty there? Oh, my. Oh, my. Cody Jacobs, Gravel, Ginger Kitty, Brian Brown, the Chaz, Danny Dietrich. We got a fucking superstar lineup, buddy. More comments. Leave them in the show afterwards. Who y'all think needs to be in the dunk tank at the Knoxville Nationals? It's going to get wild. It's going to get rowdy at the Corgliano's establishment. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I guess that's going to do it. We went 2 hours here. Good conversations. Good recap of the Husets situation. We are planning to be at the Cedar Lake Speedway this Friday and Saturday. It's going to be some of the best damn racing in the country, I think. Tyler Walker does start his PA return starting this Friday. And the plan is, if everything does go well in PA with Walker, we will be going out that direction. But we will see. It is a long-ass ways to go all the way to PA, then coming all the way back for Wilmot, then going down for the Kings Royal. Then we got the Australians coming. It just, I don't know. It's a lot, especially we're trying to put this whole damn national show on, you know. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like the video. As always, subscribe. And the Chaz stickers on the website, as well as the Ginger Kitty t-shirts. We still have some of these left. A lot got thrown or tossed into the crowd. LongLiveTheChaz.com. Get 4 of the stickers for $20. Free shipping. The Ginger Kitty shirts on there. A bunch of different shirts are on there. Check it all out. LongLiveTheChaz.com. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. And as always, we will catch you next time. Goodbye.
We can ride high, we can ride low. We can ride anywhere we need to go. We can ride all night up to the morning, as long as we make the show. We can be the best, or we can be